everybody. My name is Jess, the Tarotunist, and I have a timeless pick-a-card just for you. I want you to think of somebody. It can be romantic, it can be platonic. It just has to be a strong connection. I want you to think about them and then go with your gut. Pick the picture that really resonates with you. So, we have pile number 1, a single green bean. We have pile number 2, string cheese, specifically Polly-O. And lastly, we have grapefruit juice. Go with your gut, and I'll see you at your reading. Toodles! Hello, everybody. This is for everyone who chose pile number 1. This message is just for you. All signs are welcome, but I'm getting really strong fire energy, so that would be Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, but I'm also getting strong Gemini, Cancer, Scorpio as well. But like I said, all signs are welcome, and I'll dive into more signs with the tarot. So, what would this person say to you if they could tell you something? Like, what would they say? And what they would say to you is that they're really sad because they feel you leaving them behind. They would tell you that when your name gets brought up, they act very nonchalant. And I get that they put up a really strong front around you. I don't know if you have to be in contact with them a lot or if you guys talk. This can be romantic or platonic. They feel you leaving them behind is a form of rejection, and it's less about rejection and more so about enforcing boundaries. This is somebody that you had a fight with. It could have been in September or in the fall. I'm also getting you could be dealing with a Virgo or Libra, but like I said, take it as it resonates. But yeah, I see that right now, whoever you thought about, they're desperately sad that you aren't a part of their life. They're haunted by you. They constantly think of you. I get that you both dream of each other, but I don't feel that you're in this haunted energy. I get that they are just dealing with the side effects, the trauma of all their actions, all their collective actions. This is definitely a soulmate of yours, and everyone is different, right? But when it comes to me, I believe that we have multiple soulmates in this lifetime, and soulmates aren't just your partner. They're your friends, they're your family, they're anyone who you truly love and connect with. So this is definitely someone you cared about and vice versa. But I do see while you were in an active relationship with this person, they robbed your confidence. You could have bought sunglasses recently, or you've been wearing your shades more, but I also get that this person is heavily checking out your social media, and I get that they're just looking at you from afar. So even if they talk to you, I get that they're emotionally still at a distance. You don't know everything that's going on in their world. But yeah, this is somebody, arguments, physical fighting, at war, competing. If you guys didn't have major arguments, I do see that there was an element of competition between you. And I know that's like weird to say. It's like, what? Like, we're soulmates. Like, why we don't need to compete. We're totally different people. But I see that on some level, there was that going on, right? Like a tug of war. So this person could play sports, or this person is very like goal focused, you know, like a very material person in the sense, like this is what success looks like, instead of defining success in your own terms and knowing that everyone's idea of success is totally different. But yeah, I just see you glowing. I see the past 6 months, you have been really happy. I see, yeah, your confidence is glowing, and this rejection is coming from a place of just enforcing your boundaries. Sorry about that. I think I should be using this deck. So let's continue with your message. But before I do, I just want to say I really do feel like the collective is, like I said, you're having a glow up. I get traveling. I get just a general sense of happiness and lightness, and you feel confident because you're making good decisions. So we have the Strength card in reverse. So we have really strong Leo energy. We also have really strong Earth. So you could be dealing with a Virgo, Capricorn, or a Taurus. So right now, here's what's going on. I feel like there definitely is a split. You are not in communication with who you're talking to. You have two people. You have the one side, which I truly believe is you, the watcher, who is stable, financially secure, a person who has made wonderful investments and can treat themselves, but also knows that their home and the people that are in their home are the most important. You know what I mean? So I just get that right now, that even though pile one, you might be away from this person and maybe doing more solo activities, I see that you are learning. This lesson has taught you that you have the knowledge that you know you can overcome this. Anything that you think you can't overcome, you can. And I see that that's what you learned. And this person, and you having this divine intervention, I keep getting this was like mandated. Like no matter, there's nothing you could have said or done to stop this separation. But I see that you have really learned the lesson of knowing that where your real strength comes from. And I see that the person you're attached to doesn't quite know that yet. Like they don't know their own song, if you will. So I get that they might be listening to a lot of songs that you listen to, or they might be diving deeper into music. Maybe you recently bought a new music subscription service. I'm seeing that they don't want to put effort into the internal strength that we all have. And I'm not saying that to be mean. I'm not saying, but in this moment, it's like, oh, I don't want to, it's like, here's the answer. And it's, I don't want to put that work in right now. It's like when we have to do something we're not really looking forward to, whether it's a new lifestyle change or quitting smoking or whatever, you know what I mean? Like one of those, like a necessary evil. And I just get that your person is kind of in a not great place. They could be very immature. I get that they're not very good with money. I keep getting that money is slipping through their hands. And we have the devil in reverse. I feel like that you have totally released this person, and it's not that you don't love them anymore or you don't care, but what I see is you have made total peace with whatever outcome. Whatever outcome is, whatever it is at the moment, you are okay with, whether they're in your life or not in your life. And that's a beautiful thing, and that's why you're the Queen of Pentacles. Like, everything you're feeling on the inside is a reflection of what's going on the outside. Not saying that's truth, but I'm just saying in this moment, it totally is reflecting like things are going really good. And I do get that if your person could tell you and have a moment that they are terrified that they're losing you. I get that when they had this fight with you, they felt that either one, it wasn't going to be forever, or two, they could just come back whenever they wanted. Because I do get that this person was a little bit of a bully, or they're just very, I wanted to say impressionable. So maybe you were extra impressionable with them. You know, maybe you hung on to every word they say, but I do get that they leave an impression, like they're a person that has a lot of stamina and power surrounding them. So I get that they always kind of coerce their way. And I get that they're haunted right now, not just by how they treated you, but that you're really leaving, that maybe this chapter of your life is done with them. And they're sad, but I just see that you released it. And I see, yeah, like you're taking a hold, like you have a foothold right now of like all the stuff going on in your life that you wish you had better control over, whether it's your eating, whether it's drinking, whatever the case may be for you. I just get that you not only are physically stable, but you're mentally really strong. And you release this person. It no longer bothers you. You give 0 Fs. And that is a good place to be. Is there anything you would like to say to pile number 1? We have the 8 of Wands. So like a lot of energy. This could be, like I said, romantic or platonic, but this person definitely loves you and vice versa. Like this was a very true love. Expect, man, I feel like I'm telling you everything you know, and I feel like you sense that you are really, you're kind of like a portal right now in the sense like everything's manifesting really rapidly. You know what I mean? Like you make a plan and you do it, or you like, oh, I would love to see like a crow, And then like 2 minutes later, like you see a crow on the TV or in real life, or, you know, someone brings up a crow. Like I just get that energy around you. Your physical energy is building and you're not overwhelmed, but I do get that you're like, trying to balance, but you're doing a great job. So keep going. And I just get that this person wants to tell you that along with, you know, how they're feeling rejected, sad, they see your progress. And I do see that if they could be proud of for you, they would be right now, but they're just in very low vibrations, low energy. I want to say expect communication, but then not. So for some of you, I get that you're going to get communication in the summer months, particularly July or August. Maybe even September. You might hear from this person in like the late summer, early fall. They're not going to come back until they have something to offer you substantial. They're not ready to put the work in internally right now for themselves. So they have nothing to give you right now. And it's not all about like what can you get from a person, but they can't sustain this relationship right now. But just expect to hear it when it comes to just you, pile one. Expect to hear good news. I expect that you're going to have a little bit of a summer fling. I keep getting this summer for you is just, springtime is already good, but I feel like summer is going to be fan-freaking-tastic. But yeah, expect communication and action coming towards you, whether it's with them or just in your life. So I hope that helped. Until next time. Hello, everybody who chose pile number 2, the polio string cheese. This message is just for you. What would they say if they could tell you anything? So, all signs are definitely welcome, but I'm getting super strong cardinal energy. So that is Aries, Libra. Oh, testing my knowledge real quick. Aries, Libra, Capricorn, Cancer. Yeah, we did good. So Aries, Libra, Capricorn, Cancer, but I'm also getting Capricorn. I'm getting Taurus as well. But all signs, you know, are welcome. And I'll dive more into the signs with the tarot. So pile number 2. What would your person on your mind tell you if they could? If they could speak freely without anything in the way? And it's interesting I'm saying it like that because, you know, you see the ego card. So what they would tell you is you came closer than anyone else did to their heart. You don't know how hard it was to let you go. So, and they feel angry about it. And they're not telling you they feel angry about it. I get this can be romantic or platonic, but this feels more romantic situationship energy. This feels like somebody, you see it, forcer. So they could have the letter R in their name. It could be Ryan or a letter D in their name. They could be a person who likes to fight their battles physically. This is a person that you're connected to that's a forcer, forces things on you, forces their way in, uses force to get what they want. You could have been drawn to pile number 1 as well. So go ahead and check it out if you like. But I digress. If you have a question, if you've been asking yourself a yes or no question in the back of your mind, the answer is no. This person, you have to understand, their ego gets in the way of their happiness. I get that this can be a man or woman, it doesn't matter, but they have a very strict idea of what not just a man or woman is supposed to look like, but they hold them to these very small boxes. And not only do they fully believe it, but they want you to believe it, and they're not okay with you not believing it. I get that this person you're dealing with, they could be in the legal system as well. So they could be a police officer. They could work in the court system. I keep wanting to say judge because I get they're really judgmental. So I just get that this is a person that has like really harsh critics. So maybe their parents were really harsh on them, like perfectionists. And I get that this person, like the first emotion they feel typically is anger. I get that they rejected you in a really harsh way. And I see that it upset you. They dismissed you on some level. Hopefully not violent, but I mean, it could have been a very aggressive way, I'll say. I get that you, pile 2, you're somebody who's super sweet and sensitive. You're somebody who doesn't get scared very easily, you know, not just like blood and guts, but I mean like the real nitty gritty stories of life. And I feel like you're really intellectual in that way. You like to watch documentaries, or there's this program called Soft White Underbelly, and they interview people that I believe live on Skid Row or just like have really rough lives on the street. And I get like, that's you. Like, you're a person that likes to observe life and listen and process. And I get that you really care deeply about this person, dare I say love. And I see that this person definitely recognized it. So you might have done lots of acts of service for them. You might have always kissed their ass. Like, you always were on your best behavior, I get, with this person. No matter what you did, just know that there's nothing you could have did. Their ego, their hurt ego, it got in the way of this connection, and it ended. I get, for a lot of you guys, it ended. So Spirit is saying, let them reach out first. So this is definitely a no contact situation. That's fine. Keep doing you. I get that you might be going to the library soon, or maybe you recently downloaded Audible, or maybe you've been listening to more audio books. I get that you're alone right now, not really wanting to go outside. You could be dealing with anxiety, but I get that both of you guys deal with mental health issues. But I do get that you are in a very healthy place, even though you might be a little sad and frustrated. I do get that balance is restored right now. It's almost Spirit like saying like, hey, I know it's kind of shitty, but this is right where you're supposed to be. Everything worked out beautifully. I also get that you could be a 90s baby. I also got bowling, because this reminds me of the bowling carpet, at my local place. So I'm getting right now, you might be doing a little bit of escapism, and that's okay. So let's get into it. Pile number 2, what would they tell you? That they feel anger that this is done. They feel anger. They're angry at themselves. They don't want to deal with their ego. We have the 3 of Wands in the upright. So yeah, there's no growth in this connection. I get that also plans might get canceled. So maybe you bought a concert ticket or something of that nature, and it's going to get rescheduled. I'm also getting class might be canceling of some nature. Something's going to fall through. Maybe even just plans. You also recently could have bought some new hair accessories, like some hair ties or hair bands. But I see like that's for the connection. You could be dealing with a fire sign or a Cancer, but like I said, all signs are welcome. But I'm seeing that you, pile number 2, are taking the good with the bad. You can see clearly. Well, you can see clearly enough. You can see the situation for what it is. Even though, like I said, you might not be totally happy, there is balance. Like, we walked away. There's no contact. I don't like how I feel about the situation, but in this moment, I'm all right. And that's what I'm seeing. But I'm seeing, actually, I would like to get a little more information. Yeah. So your person is having, whoever you're thinking about, romantic or platonic, they're having a lot of realizations, not just about you, but a lot of people in their life. I get that they're really looking at the words they said and how they felt. I get that they're really thinking back to their parents and that, like, you know, how did their dad handle when they had a fight with their mom? And I think they're thinking back and through all those things. I don't see, it's interesting because you have the Chariot and then you have the Ace of Wands in reverse. So I do get that you, pile number 2, are really being led by Spirit. And I get like rugby or soccer, so maybe you're going to a rugby or soccer game, but I just get like you're ready to take on life, even though you're not in the best place in the world. I get that like you're ready to move, you're ready to do something. And I get that even though you wish to have, not, I don't even say a reconciliation, but even though you want to have some clarity, a talk, a hug, whatever the case may be with this person, you're ready to take life wherever it leads you, and you're ready to go like with gusto. And I get that this person, even though they're having a lot of clarity, they're not in a place like they get inspiration and then it dies out really quickly. I also get that this person's pretty impulsive. They could like to drink energy drinks. balance. You might be seeing the number 222. You also could be a Sagittarius or a Libra, as well as a Virgo. But I just see that for you, pile number 2, you're working really hard and it's paying off. I see not only are you going to get in a place where like bills are being paid on time, you don't have to live paycheck to paycheck, but I'm seeing like you're able to save a little bit, putting money aside. I also see that you might be booking a cruise soon or planning a vacation. I see that honestly, your emotional health has totally improved since this split, even though you still suffer from anxiety from time to time. And I get that it's like you're taking the good with the bad, like you're having a bad day, so you're not going to take it out on yourself or others, you know, you're not going to do self-destructive behavior. And I just see you going with the ebb and flow of life, making balance and taking life by the balls, as my grandma would say. So so that is what I have for you, pile number 2. I hope that helped. Talk to you later. Toodles. Hello, everybody who chose pile 3, my grapefruit juice. This message is just for you. All signs are definitely welcome, but I'm getting super strong fire. I'm getting Sagittarius. I'm getting Leo, Aries. I'm also getting Aquarius. I'm getting Gemini. I'm also getting Taurus and Pisces. I'm also getting Virgo as well. But all signs are welcome. Take it as it resonates. I also will dive into signs too with the tarot. So, well, whoever you're asking about, romantic or platonic, this definitely is strong platonic energy, but it doesn't have to be. Also, just in general, watch out who you make friends with. When I see this card, obviously it is what it is, but just watch. Anyways, romantic or platonic, the person you're thinking about, what they would tell you right now is that they feel really guilty. They want you in all ways, romantic, platonic, sexually, emotionally. They just want real intimacy with you. And they want to tell you how they feel. So, something could have happened during the summer, even though I do feel like this is more for you. Actually, pile 3, out of all the piles, Spirit is just kind of, this is like a gas up, a glow up for you. You're rising into your power. We have Sagittarius, Leo. You could like the Game of Thrones, but I also get that you're just a force, you know? I know it's a horrible reference, but like Game of Thrones, Cersei, like she's a badass. She's crazy. She's batshit, right? But she's a badass. You're the badass without the batshitness. But you also might be seeing it bad. You could be kind of alternative, or you might like vampy styles. You might have bought new makeup recently. But what I'm seeing for you, pile number 3, is that you're wearing your suit of armor, but you're not letting it harden your heart. You are stepping into your power. I get that you are separated from this person, whoever you asked about. In fact, it's saying, let them chase you now. So yeah, you definitely are not in communication with them, or if you are, it's super limited, super strict. Like this feels like you could have met them at school, or you could have met them at an job of employment. This is somebody who really feels like a good friend, like a buddy-buddy situation. This is also somebody that you made a promise to, and vice versa. I get that this person made a lot of promises they couldn't keep. I also get that you might hear that they're suffering from some sort of bankruptcy or a fraudulent check, something along those lines. But yeah, can't fully trust them. Tension, secret competition, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. I get that you really feel that. And this person feels really guilty because they know that this drove you away. I can't say they feel guilty for holding you back to not get your full potential, but I do see that they feel bad. They feel guilty for how they treated you. However, there's still an energy of that you can't fully trust them. I get that they're looking at how happy you are. You're glowing. And even like this queen, it's almost like she's smiling, but a little bit in disbelief. So I almost feel like you're like, what's happening? Why is like the universe, God, why are you guys being so kind to me? It's because you deserve it. And I'm not saying that when you're bad, you deserve it. I'm just saying that everything that you're putting out into the universe, how you treat people, the time and consideration, it didn't stop you from getting burned. But what I do see is that it earned you so much like goodness. It earned you, like you're getting all of it back that you give to people. And I think that's part of your beauty, is like you don't even see it. So that's why you're coming into power, because you're like this sensitive, like pure being, you know? Comfort and determination. You're comfortable where you're at. You're this little sprig. I get that you might be cooking more with rosemary, or you just might be cooking more. I also get that you might be going to church more. I get that you're praying and you're just like manifesting, and you're sitting alone, and in those quiet moments you're quieting your mind and you're really meditating. You could be praying more. I'm just seeing that you're blossoming, pile number 3, and the sun is shining on you. So I feel like outside of this connection, there's a big mountain, whether it's a weight loss goal, whether it's going back to school, whether it's like completing a puzzle, like a physical puzzle. I just see that you are really determined to not give up, and you're pushing your own boundaries in a healthy way. So like, for example, I'll use me as example. So like when I want a snack and it's kind of late, I'm like, you know what, do I really want that snack? Am I really physically hungry? And if so, how hungry? Can I push myself? Like, I just had dinner not that long ago. Can I push myself to go a little further? And that's how I get that you are. It's almost like you're a little bit disbelief, but you're pushing through and you're growing, and everything, life is going pretty good right now. But yeah, I just see that you're coming into your power, and you really are finding your voice. You don't have to be violent when you talk, and you know that. And I just get that you really are confident to speak to whoever this person is, because they're a person, like, there was a reason why your soul couldn't relax around them, you know what I mean? So I mean, I don't even know if you really want this person back. Also, the color orange might be significant. Maybe you painted your nails orange. You also could be drinking orange juice, or maybe you're really craving, like, I get that almost right now, like when I think of this grapefruit juice, it's like a citrus blast in the face. So I get that, like, maybe you're kind of ready to, I don't know, like, you're ready for it. What is it? I'm not sure, but I just get that you're happy and you're ready to take on everything you want. Also, you and your friends could like the movie Practical Magic or The Craft. Also something to do with a Sagittarius or a Libra, but we have Temperance in the upright. So I'm sorry, guys. I know that's kind of hard to see with the gold. But yeah, you have Temperance upright. So you are physically creating balance in this situation. And I also get this, like, a divine intervention of the split. It's almost like I get, like, you wanted a way out and you didn't know how to get out. And it somehow found you. Like, you found, like, okay, this is a good reason, even though there was always a good reason to say goodbye or to say, hey, wait a minute. You just couldn't, you didn't voice it, but now you can, and you're making great progress. And I see that, yeah, your third eye is super illuminated. You know what's up. Yeah, you're ready to come out of hermit mode, and you're ready to collaborate with people. You're ready to work hard. You're ready to go after the coin. You're ready to, you know, all the things that you have on your wish list on Amazon, you're ready to buy it, and you're ready to buy it today. You know, you like picking up extra shifts. I just get your attitude is becoming more positive. You learned the lessons you needed to learn in isolation, because that has caused you to have this uprise, right? You took the time you needed to reflect, learn the spiritual lessons you learned, get more in touch with yourself. And now look at you. You're ready to make new friends. You're ready to get out there and, like, talk to people, and not just mingle, but, like, you want to, like, collaborate and, like, build something with somebody, whether that's, like, through your favorite hobby, whether that's just building a connection. But I get that there's a level of confidence now before there wasn't with you, that you're like, you know what? I am pretty cool, and I don't need to have friends that treat me like that or feel that way, or I don't need to have a romantic partner or a family member that is always in competition with me. But yeah, this person is definitely feeling your absence. I do get that they want to reach, it's saying let them reach out first. So you could obviously be thinking like, oh, I wonder if they're going to reach out, or I wonder what I should do. Nothing. Let them come to you. Let yourself rise to power. Let yourself focus on this mountain. Let yourself enjoy the free time. I get the next 3 weeks from the moment you watch this, you're going to be surprised, like with a happy surprise. Yeah, and I get the summertime is not only going to be a great time for you, but I get that you also could be hearing from this person in the summertime. This is a timeless reading, and I filmed this in April of 2024, so you might be hearing from them in the next 5 months. But yeah, let's see what else is for you, pile number 3. You also might be seeing the number 333 as well. And we have the 5 of Swords upright. So what I'm going to say is whoever is coming into your life, they're going to come back around. They feel guilty. However, there still is this level that they haven't learned the lesson totally. It's almost like, do they feel guilty because like there's the real reason to feel guilty, or do they feel guilty because you're no longer there to like talk to? Like, do they feel guilty just because they missed their personal punching bag is what I'm getting. You can't trust whoever you asked about. There's a shadiness about with them. I'm not saying they're not a good person, but there's a level where they don't want to see you succeed, and it's coming out twice. So really pay attention to that. I hope that helped. Oh, you also might be buying some floral perfume. Get it. Or cologne. Until next time, I hope that helped. Toodles.